Welcome back, my old subscribers. Today we're talking about the best Sony APS-C lens for vlogging and general filmmaking. Let's talk about it. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, or you've been watching other YouTubers, you know that the Sigma 16mm F1.4 is a very popular lens. And it's not all hype, it's true. This lens is really good, and I'm going to tell you why. There's tons of people already telling you this lens is good, so I'm just going to pretty much do a quick recap on what I've experienced having this lens for over a year already. When thinking about a lens that you can use to record yourself, to vlog, and to do quick running gun shots, you want something that's reliable, that's sharp enough, and that has the autofocus capability to keep up with the most current system. For a lot of people, sometimes a full frame setup is very expensive, and it can be very expensive. It's a fact. A simple lens can be equivalent to buying a body, and not everyone can afford to make these investments and purchases, especially when you're starting out. And so if you watched my previous videos, I reviewed the A6400 and told you that this is the best camera for run and gun video, for recording yourself, because it provides the highest quality in Sony video right now, at least in the newest generation of sensors and autofocus capabilities. But you're also getting this 4K, and you want to get the most out of these features from your camera, so you want to probably match a lens with that body to enjoy all of those features. That's when this comes in. This lens was the very first lens I bought when I upgraded my APS-C lineup to the AC. When this lens came out, I immediately bought it because I had already heard and already knew that this was going to be a keeper. And when I got it in my hands for the first time, it was absolutely true. So first of all, the build quality alone, holding this lens in your hand, you can tell that this is a high quality, high grade lens. It's all metal, the focus ring is very smooth and it has that rubber. It has a premium feel. Regardless of this being a contemporary series lens, in reality it's only contemporary because it's for APS-C, to be honest. However, the construction goes a step further and makes this lens weather sealed. And that is amazing because if you're a run and gun shooter or just vlogging in general, you don't want to worry about dust and moisture, rain, a drizzle here and there. You want to be able to shoot and just get out of you want to be able to shoot and be on your way. Well, this lens is completely weather sealed internally, as well as has the gasket in the back. So it will match the weather sealing of the new Sony APS-C cameras. And even if you're shooting on a full frame camera, if you're shooting on a full frame, you'll be shooting this on a Super 35 mode. So you'll still be getting the best quality out of this lens with the weather sealing. Next, sharpness. It's not all about sharpness, and it's taken me a while to learn this in my journey through photography, because everyone has the hype on the sharpest lenses, the most beautiful bokeh. It is hard to make a baseline judgment on all these factors. However, I can tell you from testing a couple dozen lenses in my short time as a photographer and videographer, as many will agree with me, sharpness is not everything to the lens. You want it to have character, you want it to have great bokeh. You don't want those trade-offs to be an imbalance. This lens, for being a wide angle at a 24mm equivalent on full frame APS-C, I mean, it's a 16, but you're going to get really a 24, basically. It is very sharp, and it's sharp enough to where it's not overly sharp, if that makes sense. Next, autofocus. This lens does not let me down. It always performs at the best with the new Sony cameras, obviously because of the autofocus system, the eye autofocus. We've got so many great features now that these lenses are now designed to fulfill those needs and fit into that ecosystem. So there are definitely no issues that I ever had with this focusing on my face, on my eye, when I wanted to. Next, the filter thread. This one is a 67, and I like this a lot because if you're a full-frame shooter, or even if you're not, and you've invested in the Tamron series of lenses, you know that the new 17-28 f2.8 and the 28-75 2.8 both have a 67mm. And so if you were to add this lens to your arsenal to get that 24 equivalent for vlogging, you would still be able to use the same filters. And so you're not missing out on you'll be happy to know that if you have an APS-C camera alongside your full frame, you can use this lens and still use your same filters at that 67, because right now it's a pretty popular focal lens thread. Right now it's a popular lens thread. I use this lens primarily for video. I have used it for photography several times, but most of the use, and I think most people, if you're watching on YouTube, they're using it for video, and there's a reason. The reason is this is really a reliable lens that feels good in the hand, good when you use it. You're confident when you use this on a gimbal, handheld, you name it. This lens does not disappoint. And the build quality and all of the features working in conjunction with our new Sony bodies make this an excellent purchase at $450. And sometimes you can get it on a discount for a little bit less, but $450 is usually the standard pricing. You're getting a lot at a 1.4 lens for your Sony cameras. And so I'd like to end this video and just once again telling you this is a great lens. You gotta try it if you haven't. I've recorded myself several times as a vlogging style, handheld, or on the tripod like I'm recording right now. I'm using a different lens, of course, because I have this one in my hand. But overall, I recommend you to try it out. And I don't have photo samples for you this time because I use it mostly for video, but I encourage you to look at my past videos and you'll see the similar focal length. You'll be able to tell that it's a 24, and this is the lens I've been using that whole time, probably for 90% of my videos, to be honest. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.